Oh my God, 28.
Okay.
Is this thing on? Is this bitch recording?
We did it. We're here again.
It's another episode.
Again.
It's another episode.
Hi, y'all. Welcome back.
Welcome to Soul Palate.
Yes, loves. I'm Kapri.
I'm Dee.
And this is a show where we bring ourselves to one table, normalizing the black and brown palettes, talking about the world, talking about things that are going on in the news, in the bar industry, and the stars. Like, we just talk about everything here.
Period,
yes.
Basically.
And we sip and we taste and we just, let our palates tell us what's going on with the things in front of us, and we have a lot of fun.
What we smell, what we taste, what memories get brought up.
Yes.
All the things.
All
the
the things.
Full sensory experience as Soul Palates.
Yes, it is. And this is the last of our Marianne Eave's series today.
Yes.
This is the pink box, and this was the first box that I ever got last year. Or no, 2020? 2021? I don't remember what year, but yes. Oh, 2021. Because it's at the bottom of this. Yeah, it was 2021. But, yeah, so this is exciting, full circle moment.
Yes, I like that we're ending with the ones you started with.
Yes, exactly.
So we kind of bounced around in terms of order, so.
We did. Oh, y'all, I don't know what's going on, but the outside, the inside.
The weather is weird. DC is more bipolar than usual.
Oh, my God.
During spring, it's been way more up and down than it's typically been, so everybody's like getting real sick, not even COVID sick, just getting like regular, regular weird weather sick.
Yeah, like colds are happening.
Yeah, this shit is wild.
I was just telling her, it took me a COVID test. I still got like COVID test here, and it was negative today, and it's just like, oh, okay, well, I need regular medicine.
Yeah, like shit.
I just need some cold medicine. Okay, got it.
I don't have to fully isolate.
Yeah, but I need some cold medicine. I mean, also, like, maybe I do need to stay away from people.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like our body is finally recalibrating as we're getting back to being around people in a more normal way.
Yeah.
Because everyone's been so isolated and masked up and gloved up and spraying each other with Lysol and shit. So
it's true.
Maybe we're kind of just getting reused to
people germs.
Regular old people germs. Like, I don't want to get all the way back to regular behavior and shit, though. Please still sanitize and wash your fucking hands like normal human beings.
Well, that's why I'm like, is this shit gonna is it gonna rise? Like, the cases gonna rise when something in the water's in the city? Because that festival is about to be a little bit insane.
And when is that again?
Juneteenth weekend, 17th, 18th, 19th.
Yeah, I'll probably be in the house that weekend. I'm not gonna lie.
I saw a post where it was like, there's this group who's like, like, everybody's like, $300, that's not bad for a festival. I'm like, I guess, but I can only go one day. And
is that for the weekend?
Yeah, they only have 3-day passes. They don't have single-day passes.
What if you only want to go? What if you only have one day?
I work Friday, Saturdays, and if I wanted to go on a Sunday. I don't want to pay $300 for
to go
days.
On one day.
It's crazy. So they're going to be throwing something else that's going to be free on Freedom Plaza, which would be cute. Which probably going to be like local artists and stuff like that. I can't remember the name of
That'll be dope.
Yeah, and it's free. Wow. It's Juneteenth. Like, we talked about capitalizing on this day.
The festival happening in DC kind of gives me a little, not anxiety, maybe a little.
Oh, no, the city's going to be insane.
About the thought of going out into the city during that time.
It's
I feel like it's going to be ridiculous for no reason. So I might just, I'll just do something elaborate in the house.
That's okay, because I don't want to be in the houses anyway. I want to do something for free. So, like, if I'm like, okay, I'll take a bus ride down or walk down or whatever to a free concert, I'm down. Fuck it.
Nah, free concert sounds fun.
Right? Like, that sounds really, really nice. But, yes, y'all, let's get into this first sip.
Okay, so first we sip.
Yes.
God, this smells amazing already. So, for those who haven't seen the previous Eaves Blind Box episodes, we are tasting from your left to your right, if you're looking at us on the YouTube. And the first 2 bottles are blends, one from each from a different distillery, and then followed up by 2 single barrels each from a different distillery. And we reveal those distilleries at the end.
Yes. Look at that color.
So this one is, I know. what are we calling this? Is it amber? Well, it's more gold than like red, so.
Yeah.
It's deep gold?
It's like definitely orangey.
Yeah.
Whatever that is again. Sorry.
We passed gold when it's more
I passed
orange.
my level 3. It's out the window now.
Yeah, at this point. So I am now going to be... okay, so when we get to our ketchup, I'll talk about that.
Okay.
But so right now, guys, we are going to be tasting the first blend, which is a minimum of 3.2 years.
Yep.
ABV is 56.65. Oh, what a random goddamn number. Oh my god.
So what's that? Okay, 65 is what, 130? So
that's
then
an extra 1.3 on that. So then what's 56 plus 56? That's
120?
Is that
56 plus 56?
That's 112?
112, right?
So 113.3?
Yeah, there we go.
Jesus.
We made it.
That is a lot.
We made it through. We did it. Like, okay, separating the numbers out, adding the numbers back together, giving very meme of that white woman in the equations.
Literally, right? It smells amazing, though.
It does.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like there's like...
It smells almost as orange as it looks.
It does smell like an orange. It's something floral about it, too.
For sure.
Almonds? Like, specifically?
For fucking sure, because it almost reminds me of orgeat, just not as sweet.
Yeah.
But, like, concentrated almonds.
So maybe like orange blossom water, then? I don't know.
I made some cinnamon orange blossom syrup last week.
Oh, that sounds really good.
I used it in old fashioned last night.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
I've got some fun
something like graham
category ideas for tastings for like at least the next 2 episodes.
Okay, that's exciting. Graham crackers?
I see the graham cracker. Yeah. Okay. Yes, because I'm thinking like in my mind I'm like dry but flavorful.
Yes.
Like,
I'm just like when I think about that, I'm like they gave us so many graham crackers as a child.
Oh, absolutely.
So many.
I used to always have at my great grandparents' house. I used to always have a box of graham crackers.
Then I love
the graham little bears, not even the crackers. The little graham.
Oh my god! Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So I used to do the graham crackers with cream cheese.
Never had a graham cracker with cream cheese.
So good.
Really?
So it's just so good. I want one now that I think about it.
I've never had that.
Yeah, I don't know why I started doing it, but it was so tasty.
That sounds delicious.
All right, I'm going in. Okay. I'm going in. And I'm going to go hard.
I was singing it in my head. Sounds out the way. Just some savory something.
Yeah.
It got waxy really fast.
Ooh. Sorry, guys. It's hot.
It is hot.
It's a little hot.
That texture is like really interesting. It got really waxy really quick.
There's definitely something nutty for me here.
Maybe 5 drops.
5.
Careful drop.
Yas.
Yas. Where is Legendary? What the fuck?
When does it come out?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Where are
you?
Right?
It's the third season's about to come out.
Did they do the trailers or anything?
Yeah, it's because it's gonna be Keke Palmer's now instead of
Maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it, dog. Yeah. I can already imagine. Okay, great.
Really
I have
good.
not seen a trailer,
It should
so
be soon.
I was like having a fucking heart attack.
Should be soon.
Okay, great.
That was on my Instagram.
That is interesting. Okay. So, after I got a little water, let's see.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that because we're going to be every week we're just going to be like,
every week we're going to be talking about Legendary.
We're going
to have its own little mini segment under What's Sick.
Yeah, I think so because I cannot wait.
I'm excited for Keke Palmer.
Me too.
She's everything.
I think she's going to give.
She's absolutely going to give. She's a drag queen inside. I'm here for it. I'm so excited for that. Is she the only switch up in terms of judges? Okay. I wish they would get rid of Jamila.
Me too.
I could stand for her to get switched out. Keep Law.
I know it's your show, but like
Naomi.
Let's go. I know you're the benefactor or whatever, beneficiary.
Oh, she is.
I think that's why she's on it because she's like one of the ones that organized or like definitely put some money into it. There's
I ain't mad at you, girl. Pay for
a
your
chocolate
spot.
cherry thing happening at the
Definitely
end.
tart cherry too. Like,
but supposedly, like she's a. Were you the one telling me this? That she's like really like helpful in the LGBTQIA plus
I wasn't
community.
telling you that, but that's good to know.
Okay, yeah. Somebody was telling me that's why she's also on the show too. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, I figured there had to be some sort of vested
She's
interest
random.
because she's very random.
So for me, all I saw her on was The Good Place on Netflix.
Yes, okay, so I just started
and
watching
I
The Good
hated
Place.
her in that.
That shit is hilarious.
It's such a good show.
Oh, that show is funny as
But
fuck.
I did not like her character.
Yeah,
and
her
I never
character's not
do.
great.
The whole time. I was like, I'm over you. Like, it's
not
over.
great.
I'm right. I'm okay.
This is very dry.
Yes.
Like, sorry, I gotta fix sorry, YouTube guys. Had to fix my boobies. But yeah, very dry in texture. It gets waxy really fast.
More water.
It's I was gonna say, I think I can even stand to have some more water because it opened up that almonds on the nose though. Ooh, thank you, Dom.
Of course.
I don't want that much water, but we're gonna drip, drop it out. It's giving like the oak presence is definitely there.
Absolutely.
Like super there. Because that tannic, yeah, those tannins, that's that oak.
Yeah.
That's like drying out really fast. My mouth was a little bit on the finish, but
with more water.
I get more chocolate on those with that
So
water.
much chocolate on the palate with more water. Like a good, tastes like the chocolate mousse I had last night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that came out real fast.
That is really tasty.
Okay. So it just needed to be diluted a little bit to kind of put it at its. And I wish I counted the last.
I did not count the last drops because this is.
I want to guess around like 5 or 6.
I definitely did like 7.
Like, I'm gonna say 11 drops, 11 12 drops total for that.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. That tastes like the type of chocolate I want in dessert.
Yes, absolutely, because it's like it's bitter enough like a dark chocolate that it could go great with something sweet.
Yeah. Oh, that's tasty.
Wow.
Almost hot cocoa-y, dark chocolate hot cocoa-y.
Like powder.
Like, yeah. If you made the powder yourself almost, if that makes any sense. It's not giving like
it definitely does.
Hershey. It's not giving like
organic.
Yeah.
It's not giving like waxy chocolate.
Right.
It's giving like that gourmet shit I find at Home Goods.
Yes.
I have plenty of that in the house. That is good. Ooh, okay. I'm excited for that one to sit for a little bit. Mercury is in microbraid, y'all.
It's back again with the white vans.
Hide your kids, hide your wives. guard your grills.
Oh, not the grills.
Apparently, this retrograde is giving chaos.
Yes.
So this is a time to stay very grounded and focused on being grounded.
Yes.
And focused on mental health.
Yes.
And focused on apparently learning. What was it you said you were learning the balance between
leisure,
self-care, and leisure and rest and laziness.
Yes.
And noticing that, like being aware of that line.
Where it's coming up to like, bitch, are you just not doing this because you're being lazy?
Yes.
Or you really need this
real
rest?
self-care. You really just need to like chill for a second.
Yeah.
So, yes, that is our summary. Feel free to read it. We'll share a link.
It's a good read, though.
It is a good read, so we'll share that link with y'all in the description. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely feel it. I feel like I didn't realize we were in the shadow phase, but I could feel that we were in the shadow phase.
Oh, yes.
At the same time. And then when you sent me that article, it was like, you sent it to me yesterday, and then today's fucking retrograde. So it was that confirmation that I needed that some shit was going on.
Yes, absolutely. For me, it was the technology. Technology around me had been going crazy, and I was like, it's been a while since we talked about, retrograde even happening. So, and I looked it up. I was like, and for sure, it's happening in a couple of motherfucking days.
I forgot. It's basically like once a quarter.
And there's an eclipse happening.
Exactly. So that's part of the chaos, y'all. Is that it's happening in the midst of an eclipse happening this month also. So
I think also one of the things that also stood out for me was like watching how you're speaking with people. Like I definitely caught myself being kind of short with someone because they love this person. She was looking for a bartender for an event, and I was like, "Oh, I can't do it, but I can put you in touch with somebody that can." And she was like, "Okay, that's cool. Make sure that they're able to make a drink and able to promote either establishment or their own business." And I was like,
what?
Yeah.
That's the point.
So I'm not going to send you somebody that's not going to be able to make a drink. And then I put LOL.
It'd be the fake LOLs for me.
Like
the faux LOL.
And then as soon as I sent it,
I was just trying not to feel as short as you're being. Like you try to watch your text tone a little bit.
I was like, don't forget who you talking to, bitch. You came to me for a reason.
Exactly. Like, why wouldn't I refer someone to you?
Who am I going to give you a bar back?
Like,
not that bar backs can't make drinks, but still, like, who am I going to?
In place of myself, why would I not send you someone that's just as capable?
So as soon as I sent it, I was like, okay, this is the type of shit that they're talking about. Okay, like because if this small shit keeps happening, I'm definitely gonna be just like, really? That's what you really thought? You asked that because
why?
And I just need to rethink. I think this is what I'm just gonna have to pause a lot.
Yeah.
In the next 2 weeks, just pause myself.
A lot of taking a deep breath.
Yeah. I was like, bitch, I really was. But I did. I sent it back so quick. I was like, yeah, what? Duh.
Literally, like, duh.
Duh, bitch. What? Like,
sometimes you just gotta reassure people. And sometimes that's okay.
Yeah, but sometimes I connected with somebody and moved on. It moved on. Exactly. It's fine. And if you're watching this, love you, girl, but I was confused when you asked me that. I was confused, honey.
Period. It'd be like that sometimes. But maybe she didn't think about it before she said
it. we ended it both at LOL. It was fine.
Yeah. At the end of the day, she got the referral. So
yeah,
it's not like she was left high and dry or anything.
No, everything worked out. Everything worked out. I was like, all right, child. But yeah, so I'm kind of though like weirdly like excited to see what these next 2 weeks are going to be giving, because I think that it's also like things are supposed to happen. It's kind of or not even just retrograde, but like I've been seeing so many like confirmations and affirmations and stuff like, hey, things feel crazy, just give faith, like everything we've been talking about all year, where it's like I think it's really a transitional year, not only because I'm 29, but I just think in general everybody's in this transitional period where it's like shit feels like it's ricocheting off the damn walls, but you're like sitting like, yeah, I feel optimistic. I feel like things are gonna work out.
Yeah,
shit looks real crazy. I might be drowning, but we're gonna get
to the other side.
Yeah, I can see it.
I kind of feel like that.
I definitely feel like
that too. And I feel like, I don't know, numerology wise, I feel like a lot of numbers are working in my favor this year. It's feeling transitional for me too, but in a different way, just because I'm already 30. But 31 feels like a thing for me. Maybe
31 is going to be a thing for me.
Maybe because it boils down to 4, and there's a lot of 4s in just my chart, my numerology and all that period. I'm very attracted to 4s. Both my destiny card numbers are 4. 4 diamonds. So 4s I'm very attracted to. Also 2022. Everywhere. 2s are fucking everywhere. So yeah, this year feels very transitional for me too. But a little tiny triangle of synchronicity kind of happened today. Okay. I was on YouTube looking for something to pull up or whatever to just kind of have in the background playing. And this book, hold on, what's the name of the book? It has something to do with self-discipline. Something about self-discipline. How to build self-discipline. The audiobook popped up for it. And a lot of audiobooks have been popping up for me on YouTube lately because I was playing the All About Love, Bell Hooks book on YouTube. And so I saved some. I don't usually click on them to actually listen to them right then in the moment. But today I was like, oh, fuck it, why not? I listened to a whole 2-hour podcast. So an hour and 33 minutes of a book should actually be a breeze. Yeah. So far I'm liking what I've listened to in the first 30 minutes because I listened to it while I was driving here. Nice. And it has given me the idea of a challenge for myself. Okay. And I actually want to invite you in on this challenge. Okay, because you know, child, self-discipline is with a search. I am searching for it. So, it started talking about like creating habits and how creating habits is really changing your habits by intentionally creating them is the foundation to having self-discipline, because the whole point of being disciplined is to change your neurological kind of auto response. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Whereas automatically right now, if we're tempted by something that we want, automatically we just do it. I grab it. Exactly. Yeah. So the whole point is to create the habit of being aware of those like immediate triggers that want for instant gratification, and to create that habit of just choosing different.
Yeah.
Based on your long-term goal for yourself.
Right.
So.
Right.
66 days.
Okay.
When he said 66 days, I was like, that don't sound so bad.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Okay, so we each are going to have to pick one thing intentionally, one new habit we want to create.
Okay.
And commit to it for 66 days. And whatever little adjustments we have to make in our life to be able to execute this one thing 66 days straight, we have to be committed to do it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you think on it.
Yeah, give me.
And we're gonna come back to what that thing is gonna be for you. I know what mine is gonna be.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give you a moment to think on it
because I want it to be like 17 things.
Yeah, I know, but you gotta pick one. Because
one makes sense.
If you focus on 17 things, you're not gonna do any of them, and then you're gonna feel defeated. So you have to pick one to commit to for 66 days.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you think about that one. But that's just and this is the time, especially like reading what we were reading about when it came to retrograde, talking about focusing on your mental health, staying grounded, that type of thing. The one thing that I'm going to commit to for those 66 days will absolutely help me focus in that area. Yeah. And so I was like, so basically, universe, you're telling me no better time than now.
No better time than now. Literally.
To start making the changes you constantly rack your brain thinking about changes.
That's exactly how I felt reading about retrograde. I was like, okay, all right. I've been talking about this shit anyways.
Exactly. So it's like, it's time to apply the action.
It is.
Like, who better to be my accountability partner than who I see every fucking week?
Yeah.
And what better way? And I was also thinking, because we've both been talking about vlogging and documenting stuff more.
That's true.
We can just self-document that thing that we are making this time to do each day.
Okay.
So
I think I got mine.
You got yours? Okay. Well, I'll tell you mine.
Okay.
I'm going to commit to doing fucking yoga for a minimum of 30 minutes every day.
I was about to... I was going to say stretching. Doing it. I need to do it. I've been talking about stretching. Every single day. I have this app now. I need to fucking just do it.
I was going to say, yes, use your app. I pay for fucking Yoga Collective every fucking month. And I use it, but I don't commit to doing it every single day. I might do it every week. I might do it every 2 weeks. Okay. It just depends. But I know for a fact, because I was at one point doing yoga every single day, and it did make a difference. Yeah. I know what that difference feels like, and I just need to get out of the habit of just sleeping in longer or just opting to do something else. Yeah. And I kind of have a two-parter because I have to eliminate one thing that takes a lot of my attention and time in order to make time for the things that are better. Okay. So I am going to not watch any fucking TV for 2 months.
Like anything?
Anything.
Legendary's about to come out.
I know. Oh, shit. Okay. I will be... Well, so... I knew it was going to fully work with Raw. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm getting rid of everything that's not HBO Max and Prime Video. Because I'm not going to not pay for Prime.
Right. Me too.
Get rid of everything else. That means I cannot watch my reality TV. I feel like reality TV is really the main thing. Because that's what I watch.
That's what I'm like, yeah. Are you sure?
So glad we're talking this through. Yeah. Let me revise this to something that's more realistic for me.
Yeah, let's do a little more realistic.
I am not going to watch reality TV for 2 months.
Oh, man.
And so...
It's going to be on Twitter. It'll be fine.
I'm not looking at that shit on Twitter. I'm skipping over all that shit. I'm skipping over all that shit because I don't want to fucking know. All right. I want to watch... I'm binge watching everything after that 2 months. I'm not even going to hold y'all. But that's okay.
I like this.
I am going... So it's yoga and no reality TV for 2 months.
Okay. I like this. I would like to do stretching and then stick with what I've been trying to keep up with, which is no pasta, no rice, no bread, no potatoes.
Okay. So we both have one thing we're getting rid of and one thing we're bringing on for that 2 months. Yeah. I love that.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So do you want to decide on an actual day to start this? Do you want to start Sunday? Sure. Start the new week, start the next week fresh?
Let's start the next week fresh. That's what I've been telling myself every week, so fuck it, let's do it.
Okay. So Sunday is the last hurrah of whatever that thing is.
Okay. That sounds good.
Monday, we will start keeping a document of each of these things. So when it comes to what we're taking away, I guess whenever we choose to kind of document that day, just reflecting on that thing.
Yeah.
And like whether it triggered anything to like make the conscious effort to not have it, like
Gotcha.
those type of things.
Okay, I'm in for
just
it.
what our actual natural responses are to actually saying no to something that our brain is telling us we want.
Let's do it.
So
sleep is what it's gonna be, but yes.
Yeah, basically. Basically.
Most of it is sleeping. That's what stops me from a lot of shit. It's like, but I could sleep. You could do this, but you could sleep.
And this is our retrograde challenge. Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
This is our fucking challenge.
Let's do it.
Y'all, those who are regular listeners, please feel free to engage. One of our keywords.
Come on. Engage.
Check in on that progress.
Yes. Engage
Hold
with
us to it. I don't mind a couple extra accountability partners. So, yes, we'll keep you posted on that.
Yes. I'm excited.
That's going to be good.
I'm excited. Okay.
So let's do our second sip.
Let's
and
do
then we'll
it.
get into with it or not.
All right. This is going to be our second blend. We have a 4.2 plus years here. So older than the last one. And also hotter than the last one. We got 61.45. So what is that?
That is something 0.9.
122.90?
0.9, yep.
Yeah.
122.9. It sounds like a radio station.
Yo, W102.9. Sorry. No, it's definitely letters and then the numbers, but I made that up. It's fine.
W102.9.
Should have been WRST.
122.9. What do the letters stand for in
Washington? So like it's like WPGC. I think it's like Washington channel. I have no idea.
Okay, damn. I was about to guess.
I think the W is always a Washington, but it might be wrong because in Atlanta it's also W. So who knows?
Wavelength. I don't know.
WPGC
95.5.
Let's look it up.
We can very easily just Google this. Like shit. So this is. Ooh, real rich on the nose. What is that? It's like, wow.
It reminds me of Bar Hill. It's giving me like maybe honey.
Maybe, yeah.
Like
it's like
raw,
it's as
that
if
raw
they
honey.
Spent a lot of time like in a barrel that had honey in it for a minute, like
right.
Because it's not like I get honeycomb directly. I just get rich honey and like rich woodiness.
Yeah.
And yeah, that sweet from that honey is definitely there.
It is something about Prince George County. Okay,
so Washington and Prince George's County. Because that's the range that they reach.
This one says Washington Plan Giving Council. I don't think
hell. Okay.
This one says we're Prince George's County. Okay. Y'all are just making shit up. You just make Whitford Park Golf Club?
Nope. I'm calling it Washington Prince George County. I'm going with the one that makes sense in my brain.
I don't understand.
Because that's a lot.
That's just stupid. There's like a lot of different... y'all just putting WPGC words together. Fuck y'all. That's annoying as hell.
Nobody wants to give us the real one. My God, that honey is like...
Right?
There. It's like if Bar Hill made a whiskey.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Like this could definitely... You could tell me that this was distilled with honey and I'd probably believe you.
There's some kind of spice I feel like happening.
For sure.
Like a baking spice.
I was just about to say, yeah, baking spices. And it's not any one in particular that's like... Because I get the nutmeg, I get the... what is that, allspice? It's that season, y'all. It's that season. Do, 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 do. The season that you hear. Oh God, this is good. I want to know what distillery this is.
Yeah. Damn, I want to hear that song now.
That's a good one. You doing your thing back on?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
When I started singing at it. Okay, I'm going in.
My God, this is good. I want to know what distillery this is. Wow. I like this a lot. It's more honey. It's chocolate. Mm-hmm. It's like maybe vanilla bean.
Oh, I get that for sure.
It's like
That was 4.
Wow.
5, 6, 7.
It's a little mouth numbing, but I'm not mad at it.
5. I did 7. It is numbing my mouth for sure. Huh. For me on the nose, that just opened up some kind of like outside smell.
Yeah.
It's not floral. It's not grassy.
Almost like trees.
Yeah.
Because usually when you smell like outside, you smell like the trees.
Is that what you smell like as a child? Listen. It definitely is a smell.
Trees have a little musk.
But it is that. It's literally that. Like, I feel like if bees were attracted to anything, it's this smell.
You know,
I don't know how to explain that.
That cinnamon comes out more, but it's something else.
You remember those flowers that I had in here? And it gave off that, it was like a vase of flowers, and it was giving off that smell. Just like as it was like opening up, it was filling my room with an aroma. I don't really know. I don't remember what kind of flowers they were. Oh no!
I think I got it. Did I get it?
Damn, sorry.
I'm just trying to hit me from my paper. Damn.
Did you get it?
I think no, I didn't. Shoot, I see it though. Okay.
Is it long?
I think I got it. Okay, sorry y'all.
That's gonna be a funny part.
Focused.
That's gonna be a funny part of this whole thing. Did you get it? What's going on? Surgery happening right now.
Anytime you do hair, feels surgical.
I don't remember if they were tulip. No, they were like these white flowers. When they opened up, they had this red inside. It did actually.
That opened up into
char grill.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. I almost got another fucking grill today.
What? Do you need another one?
No, I don't. It was just a quote-unquote premium version of the grill I have. It was just another Weber, but I don't need 2 grills. So
not yet.
I got a massager instead.
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense.
Yes. Wow.
That smoke is on.
The smoke is there. It's almost kind of some like an umami, like it's a savory that I don't know how to name. Maybe it's giving an herb.
Maybe.
The
chocolate kind of left me. I mean, it's there, but it kind of left me.
The chocolate was short. Wow.
Tasty.
This is fucking delicious.
Yeah.
I know that much. Whatever that distillery is, I can't wait to get to the single barrel version.
That's really loud as hell. Sorry, guys.
Ding! Damn, that was good.
Okay, what you got here?
Okay. So y'all know I love questions.
Yes.
So I got a few. Well, I got 3. 3 good ones. They're not either or questions this time. So they're good little like conversation starters.
Okay.
So, first one is, given a choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
You. We have so much fun.
I love that answer. You're like my favorite dinner partner.
Yeah, we have so much fun when we eat.
You are like a great friend date.
Yeah.
For fucking sure.
I have such a good time when we eat.
And our dates be so random.
It do. And I just feel like it, you know, those moments we bond so much over food and drinks and like every time we go eat. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody that I really want to...
I feel like we have really great conversations, too. Usually we both walk away with something.
Yeah. It opens up a lot. You know, I think for me, like, I'm like, like, I always feel like, you know, closer after we've gone out.
Me too.
So that always feels really good for me. Yeah, that was first thing to my brain.
Oh, I love that answer. You're definitely my favorite dinner date.
Yes.
So that is my answer, too. But I thought when I read this question... It made me think of like...
Somebody I've never met before, maybe?
I've never met before, yeah.
Okay, so, yeah. Well, then if I was thinking about that...
The answer to the list made me feel so good.
Yay! It's true. But if it was outside of that, I don't know. Do I want somebody problematic where I can like... So what's really going on? Like, are you really like this? And then would I be upset the whole time? I don't know. Or is it somebody that I like really adore? Rihanna.
That's a good one.
There we go. And second, Megan. Third, Cardi B.
So 2 of those I would like almost steal in terms of top 3. So my first one, that came to mind for me at least when I read the question. Jason Lee.
Okay.
Just because I really want to feed off of his male Leo energy.
Okay.
I just really like his style as a boss. And so I would really love to just sit and get gems from him.
Yes.
So definitely him, but then Rihanna and Cardi B are definitely in my top 3.
What?
Because that would be a good motherfucking time.
Okay, listen.
For fucking sure.
I just think Rihanna, I just would think that it would be kind of like how we eat. Like something would bring me closer with her. I think Cardi B would just be a fucking good ass, hilarious time. I would just be cute.
And she likes to eat, so I like the diamond people who like to eat.
I just want to be there because she just probably like. I would probably laugh while she eats because I feel like she makes a lot of noises while she eats. Like 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 something. I just feel like she makes a lot of noises when she eats, and so
it would be funny as fuck if she's actually super quiet.
I know, right? Probably.
Like, real focus.
That actually would be hilarious because it'd be like
fucking funny because it would be not what you're thinking or expecting.
Right. She's a Libra, so she does overthink. Yeah, she does think. So that would probably be really cool too because I think she could open up at that moment too.
Yeah. So
that
would be great. Now I kind of would like it to be like a double date of like us with Rihanna and Cardi.
Yeah, right. Like what's going on with y'all? How y'all been?
So
they stressing y'all out? Don't let them stress y'all out.
You know what I would like to manifest for us? For us to be able to do like a recording, maybe a like short, maybe not a full like episode, right? But like more of like a segment, like a Where We Eating segment, but be able to record it.
Yeah.
But like be able to have like a guest there or maybe a couple of guests or whatever. And like we're picking the restaurants and we're doing this in a way.
That would be awesome.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
We got to make some friends who own shit. But I mean, we have friends who own shit, but I mean, make some more friends who own shit.
Like, not that they don't own, but like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like where we're allowed to come in and actually like get a whole meal happening in this place where they're not actively open.
I guess I do have those friends.
You definitely do have. You definitely do. So I'm manifesting this in our future now. We've got a timestamp recorded. It's being said out loud. It's in the universe. We're manifesting.
Yeah.
This.
We definitely
Where We Eating segment that we actually record in the place we're eating.
Yeah.
With guests.
Yeah.
Period.
And tacking on to the episode or just like by itself and onto the episode? It could be by itself.
But it could also be like at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Like,
that's true.
It could be bonus because it could be for maybe Patreon.
That too.
Because we have to start thinking about stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
So,
no, absolutely.
that could be good content for something like Patreon.
For sure. We need definitely people to get the extra coins.
My mind is going.
I like that.
Thing, like, once I get through this 66 days, and maybe it'll happen in the midst just more naturally, because part of what I was hearing in the book that I was listening to was that exercise and just creating that habit of exercising actually kind of sparks creating other great habits in terms of great lifestyle habits.
Right.
So that one thing, you focus on making that one thing a habit, and by default, these other better
I've always
habits
felt that was
start to fall
key.
in place. Me too, which is why yoga is the thing I'm choosing, because it's one, going to get me in a meditative space, automatically moving, automatically sweating. I have a room that I can turn into a fucking sauna if I want to.
Nice.
Because I like hot yoga. So that's going to be my mission for myself.
I love
create this hot yoga space. This week I'm committed to getting the office cleaned out because we're going to change that whole space anyway.
Oh, nice.
But in the interim of actually getting it transitioned, I'm going to use it as my yoga room.
Love it.
So,
it's gonna
exercising, I want that to help me get all the other stuff in line, just mentally. So, yeah.
That's great.
I'm going to start creating a schedule for myself.
Yeah.
That I commit to every day, because apparently highly effective people create routines for themselves.
They do.
And apparently the most successful entrepreneurs are the ones who are great at creating their schedule and sticking to that schedule and being very methodic about it.
They are.
I can't keep freestyling my days. I will get
They
more
feel good
done
though.
And part of the great thing about me eliminating reality TV from my diet is that I'll have room for other things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to focus on actually deducing down WSET level 3 now, that book.
Yes.
And I'm going to add to the chart you've already started.
Nice.
And I want to be able to like read more, just make time to read more, or at least do more audiobooks.
That's real.
I'm like an audiobook thing because I like listening to shit while I'm driving, and I drive a fucking lot. So I'm definitely gonna do that more as opposed to like playing other things.
Right. Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to like.
That's actually good. That's actually, you said that. So does no reality TV also mean no reality podcasting?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Maybe no. Maybe I just focus on books right now.
Okay.
I think that's fair to do. So one of my fave podcasts, Hollywood Unlocked, apparently is no more. Abruptly.
Jason Lee?
I happened to like tap into a room he was in. He started on Clubhouse. Just so happened to actually listen in that day. And he's just like very casually talking about the fact that now Hollywood Unlocked, the podcast, isn't going to be happening anymore.
Why?
But he's working on something else. He did not say, that's what I'm saying. He didn't go into details about why. That means he's probably working on something that he's just going to drop that talks about it all. But now I'm like on the edge of my seat, like, what the fuck? Because it was very abrupt. There was no like goodbye episode. I've been checking to see if there was like something that they released where they talk about it ending. Like, it just seems to have dropped off all of a sudden. And I don't know why. So now I'm wondering, like, was it something between the hosts that happened? Like,
right.
I don't know. It was very abrupt, though. He didn't say why. He just said it and then moved on to a different topic. And I'm like, nigga.
Damn.
The fuck?
Damn.
So, I don't have that podcast to indulge in right now. So, I mean, I will focus on books. I think that'll be good for me.
Yeah.
Focus on fucking audiobooks.
That's real.
So, there we go.
All right.
Yoga and fucking audiobooks.
Okay, 66 days. We got this.
66 days.
We got this.
And the calendar starts Monday. And that's what? Monday the 15th? No, 16th. Monday the 16th.
Damn, is that the 16th already?
Yep. And that breaks down to 7. That's a good day.
That's crazy. What's this? Okay,
so second question.
Yes.
What do you value most in a friendship?
Communication.
That's so important.
And open communication, right? Like being able to say everything. I think that like I've been in so many friendships where I feel like the communication wasn't equal. And then it ended up being like, I don't know what's going on. Like, you're mad about something, but I don't know what's going on. And now we're just distancing apart. Like, and it doesn't have to be like everyday communication, right? It doesn't have to be like an often communication, but just like knowing that when I speak to you, there's no tension or weirdness or weird space or anything like that. And if there is, we're able to speak about it and get it out and deal
with
through
it.
Yeah.
And deal with it.
I think that and the willingness on both sides to keep this friendship going.
Yeah. For sure. I think one of the things I value most in friendships is definitely like mutual respect.
Yeah.
I think communication is a big part of that, but I am very heavy, and that's probably the Leo in me, but I am very heavy in respect.
Yeah.
Like, just respect me as a human. Respect me as your friend. Respect me as an important person in your life.
Yeah.
And as long as there's always respect there, I feel like the other kind of things fall into place.
Yeah.
Like if you have a certain level of respect for me, you'll care enough to communicate with me if you have an issue about something,
That's real.
as opposed to going to someone else or whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like respect is a very like big foundational thing for me.
That's real.
In all of my relationships, period, but especially my friendships, my long-term friendships.
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
So
that makes a lot of sense. I just feel like, as we get older, how intentional any relationships is so big, right? Like even like going back to reread definitions of certain things like that and just being like, am I doing this like this? Or like, what am I seeing? What am I doing? How am I reacting? And all those types of things just like all feed into how you're intentionally trying to grow relationships in your life and especially in your friendships. Like, at the end of the day, like for me, friendships have always been, some of the most important things in my life, but like not like consistent because, older days or days ago, like I was moving around all the time. And then like that letting go of people stayed in my life a lot where it's just like, oh, they can go. So it's like for me when I say recent, like in the last like 5+ years or so, it's been about like trying to keep and what that looks like to keep people actually in your life and how that looks. And I was
what goes into that.
Yeah, and I was talking to my sister about that. She was like, how did you get friends in DC? Because she's trying to do this in Vegas. And I was like, it's intentional. Being intentional about the people that you're like, this is cool. How can I try to keep that? And then the universe will give you reasons on why they shouldn't be around. And the universe gives a reason why they should.
Yeah.
So
I've been my friend group that I have right now is I picked every last one of y'all.
Yeah.
Like, I was very intentional. Shantae, I reached out to Shantae after I met her at the yoga thing. With you, I intentionally went to Santa Teresa shit to like learn more about you and figure it out. Like, I'm attracted to this person. Why?
I love that.
So I'm very fucking intentional. If I'm like, you're my friend, then I'm going to make sure that that's a thing.
That's real.
So
that's real.
I definitely feel like you got to be intentional about the relationships you want.
You have to be.
For sure.
I think that's like my journey is understanding intention more and more as much as I can. And like, I think that's where my brain starts to get a little fried because I'm like, ooh, intention is tiring, but it's like so needed. It's so needed because I feel like that's hand in hand with manifestation. I think that's a part
of building that muscle too, though. You create that habit of doing things with intention that it becomes second nature.
Yes.
Where you're like, even your subconscious is kind of working with you to like, you're not necessarily stopping, taking a breath and questioning yourself about intention, but because you're moving with intention, that's just naturally how you make decisions.
Right.
Type of thing.
Right. That's true.
That's my goal.
Yeah, because I don't want to fuck with these people with no intentions no more.
No.
I'm over it.
No.
I'm over it!
We all gotta be working towards something,
like, what is the point? What are you falling into? You're just falling forever.
Just free falling.
Forever. No!
Not the forever free fall.
I'm not catching nothing. God damn. I'm over it.
God damn!
I am over it. And like, don't be around me with no intentions. What's the point?
There's a lot of aimlessness right now.
There is.
There's a lot of aimlessness right now.
Which I kind of understand too, right? Like, I try to equate this era right now kind of to like, it's not like that, but like when I say like the disco era is coming back, like that depression of 2020 and the financial depression that's happening everywhere, the job depression, all these types of depressions going on calls for you to be like, well, I don't want to think or care about anything.
That's the thing about it. People are ready to shut off.
I'm ready to just give it up to nothing. Give it up to whatever. And I'm just moving and it becomes zombie land, but also like I need to feel something else besides the sadness. And that's why I was like, this
people
goes coming back.
To that feel something else is also kind of like indulging in feeling a little numb, like feeling a little bit of nothing.
Exactly. So
there was that overindulge to like kill time that was happening in 2020. And then there's this like reactional kind of overindulge to like kind of not forget. Well, some people want to forget.
Some people want to forget
the past 2 years for sure, or to just kind of avoid all the residual emotions that have gotten stirred up.
And they're still there. We talk about this a lot. It's like it's still here, man. It's going to affect everything forward.
Oh, for sure.
You know how
it's affecting the cost to just fucking live at this point. Gas is $5, bro. Like, that shit is insane.
They said all that money we gave you all, you're giving it back. It's already been gave back.
Right the fuck back tenfold.
It's okay.
They got it back.
They've been got that shit
They got it back in the first week of gas sales alone.
Listen.
The fuck you mean?
Like, y'all are like, this is crazy.
The fucking food costs.
We thought y'all like
ridiculous.
These 3 checks y'all gave us. These little 3 checks y'all gave us. Is it 3 or 2?
I was 2.
It was 2?
I got 2.
I think it was 2. I think it was 2. These 2 checks y'all gave us in the whole fucking year of not working.
What happens to the rest of the 51 weeks? How many weeks it is? I don't know how many weeks it is. Whatever the weeks is.
But anyways, we are paying for it.
That shit.
You can feel it. Everything. I was telling my mom, she was like, yo, everything's more expensive. Like everything. I said, Mom, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. This shit.
I mean, we do, but like at the same time, it's just kind of like
fucking sucks.
I think also like I think it's into the supply and demand and the shortages of everything everywhere. You got shortages of people, staff, supply chain shortages, all this stuff is creating a larger demand with smaller supply. And like we learned that shit. So it's just, acting like people live in castles and shit. I think the homelessness is gonna rise. All this shit. It's crazy. Sorry, y'all, but with that little rabbit hole.
I'm going to do my best to be the best version of myself. Try to get my carbon footprint as low as I can realistically manage.
That's real.
And fucking just watch the scales balance. I don't know what the fuck that looks like. It's like the scales are going to, at some point, balance. Just on a universal scale.
Yeah,
so
they have to.
I just want folks to be on the right side of that as much as I can control.
Totally.
So that's all I can fucking control.
Right.
And try to contribute as much to creating a world worth bringing kids into at this point. Because I want a baby. But I don't want to bring my baby into bullshit.
Oh, man.
So, chill. It's a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to just focus on this next 66 days.
Yeah.
And do what I can.
That's what ahead of us. Yeah. That's what ahead of us.
Shit up in the truck.
I like it. That helps.
66 days.
That helps.
Chunks.
One step at a time.
Literally.
Our step is a 66-month step.
That's 66 months.
6 days. Not the months. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. How many years is that?
Like 3 and some change. Oh, my God. No, more than that. That's 66 months. I'm bugging. Because 24 months is 2 years. 36 months is 3 years.
5 months is 5 and a half years.
Is some change.
5 months, 5.5 years.
Yeah. Oh God, that's a lot.
No, what the fuck I'll be doing 5.5 years? I'm almost 35 at that point. Oh,
Let's focus on the 66.
Oh shit! What am I gonna do?
Days we got ahead of us.
I can't even think that far right now. That sounds so crazy in my head.
Oh man. But yes, that's all we can control. So that's what we better do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last question.
Yes.
What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about?
Life.
Life as in life or death?
Yeah. Like, I don't play with people that think you can play with my life. Are you putting me in a dangerous situation? Why? Why the fuck would you put me in a dangerous... And that's anything. Food poisoning, allergies, type of crowd we're around.
I'm not a prank girl.
The type of people you brought me around without telling me, just anything. Like,
that's a good one.
Like, are you serious? Like, you really tried to play with, like, this was like, no, I don't fucking play with that shit.
That is definitely not some shit.
You thought that was funny, bitch? That's not funny.
No, period. That's a good one. I didn't even think about it that deep.
People really don't be understanding how stuff is really life or death out here.
Yeah.
And, you know, just
that's
be like,
with
whatever.
That prank shit. People be with these reckless pranks and shit, like faking, like flinching, like at people and shit. Like, you don't know what type of day somebody have, what type of life somebody to live. Like, the wrong flinch can get you like quick reflex shot real quick.
You never know.
Or a motherfucking 2-piece you were prepared for. Like, you just don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like even like these like shooters we got out here, all this stuff. I'm just like, y'all over here really playing with life. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't really understand that. Like,
all these wild challenges and stuff.
I'm just like,
playing with life for real.
For what? Like, why? The government playing with life? Like, I just don't really understand. Like, y'all don't, like, the amount of not caring about human life that the world gives, I feel like they taking it as a joke. And I'm like, wow, like, this shit is not a joke. No. Y'all seeing us as literal specks of dust right now. And that shit gets on my fucking nerve.
Yeah, that shit is trash.
It does. Like, I don't like that shit, so.
That's a good one.
That's how I feel.
You gave a good in-depth answer. Love that. So mine, I thought about it more of like, what I don't like what I don't tolerate people making jokes about in my presence. Which for me, it's two very simple ones. Don't joke about rape and don't joke about trans stuff.
That's so real.
I don't play when it comes to rape of any kind. I don't care. Like that child shit, don't, and trans stuff.
That's real.
Those are two I'll shut you down real fucking fast.
Yeah,
I don't play about that. Those are two that'll get you cut real quick.
Yeah, I mean, Dave Chappelle almost got cut. Playing around.
Yeah, see, I never even watched I don't really watch his stand-up period for me to have even dived into it to get
Did you see that video I sent you?
Yes.
Somebody ran up on stage on his ass.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all comedians better be careful out this bitch.
That motherfucker got his motherfucking arm dislocated. He was tripping. I don't know what the fuck type of drug he was on. Shorty was on something, though. Because that didn't even, nothing about it was logical. It wasn't, he didn't have a cause. It wasn't, he just wanted to tack on Dave Chappelle.
He just ran up
that shit was weird. And just got your ass beat. For what? Was it worth it, sir?
Bruh, that shit was crazy.
That shit was wild.
I said, look, y'all better be careful. Y'all might need to be like background checking these people that come into your shows. I don't know.
In fact, it's like, damn, like what type of process do you have to put fucking the audience through to stay safe?
Never thought we would come to this time and era, but people not being played around with no more. People are not being played around with no more.
Not at all. That security was too ready.
You gotta.
This became maple and orange.
It did.
It's like an orange maple bomb.
What
the fuck distillery is this? Oh my god.
That smells really good.
Jesus Christ, that smells
But no, those are good ones too. Like, people really do be playing around with rape jokes and shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck is that about? You've always obviously not have to been in that situation at all. I hate that people. You know what? And we gonna get to this after this though. We gonna get to it later because this woman said something about. Yeah, it's in. Well, remind me because about the rape in that thing because that
a woman said up something.
It was horrible. It was bad.
Okay, our last with it or not, y'all.
Yes.
Transracialness.
What?
So Kapri sent me this link to an Instagram. I'm gonna play the sound of the clip. Okay, hold on.
What you are essentially saying is that you can change your race, and you can't change your race. I'm Korean, people need to accept that.
I'm gonna, for the tubers, gonna show you what this person looks like.
Tell me how you racially identify. I identify as Korean. I used to live in Korea. I was living there for 1 year. I love the culture. I love the history, the people.
1 year.
I've put myself through a lot of pain. I've had a lot of surgical procedures to have more of a Korean aesthetic. I spent a lot of time learning the language, learning how to cook Korean foods. I came out earlier this year sharing that with the world. People didn't really get it. Not everybody will understand.
Snuffle got blonde cornrows and pink makeup on.
Transracial does not exist, and I think it is very, very harmful for us to push the narrative that it is possible to switch races.
I was not happy the way I was. I went to Korea and I had the most incredible experience of my life. It changed me, gave me happiness, and people have no right to take that happiness away from me.
I can't sit up here and say, oh, I'm sorry, what you are essentially saying.
So
first off, that's a black woman.
To end off what she was saying, I can't wake up one day and say I'm suddenly a white woman.
No.
Okay.
And and we can't change our skin tone to do that as much bleaching as motherfuckers want to do. It's just not. It's not possible.
Be able to turn ourselves into a white person all of a sudden.
No.
Many have tried. Many still try.
Yeah.
You are still very much black. Okay.
Very much so.
This motherfucker. Now, for the tubers, you will have seen the screenshot of what this person looks like. That is claiming that they are now Korean. Meanwhile, they're as white as they come. Pasty white, honey.
Honey.
Wearing pink makeup and has blonde cornrows going back on his head. He was in Korea for a year and got surgery to give himself a Korean aesthetic. Now, the surgery was a waste because nothing about him looks Korean.
Nothing.
Not one thing.
Nothing.
And that's so racist to think going to get eye slanting surgery is like...
Going to make you Korean? Just because you said you are? That's not how that shit works. That is not how that shit works. Going back to baby girl who was like, oh yeah, you know, yes, bitch. You can't just do that. It's the picking and choosing for me. That's not possible unless we can pick and choose what privileges we have.
Let there be a war. Let there be a Korean war or something like that, and all Koreans are getting targeted, and it's affecting their.
You better go die with them too.
Or death.
Go die with them too.
That motherfucker is gonna go back to being a motherfucking. Was he probably British? His accent was giving British. He's gonna go back to being an old regular European so quick.
So
get the fuck out of here, bro. It's an all. In case y'all had to ask.
It's a no.
Trans race,
no,
and transracial is not a thing.
And we've seen this. We've seen white women try to be black and say they were black, starting organizations being called a black woman, going on like no.
I identify with the struggle.
No. But it's just like the highest form of colonizing to me.
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely.
It's like wow. You're okay. Korea makes you happy. That's great.
Great. Korea can be your happy place.
I'm glad.
You can love the culture.
You have to be them because
you had to go as far as
if I get cricket sounds
surgery. Insert cricket sounds.
Like the fuck.
I'm gonna actually insert cricket sounds.
But let's not act like. But we see this on a micro level already. With women in general, they're not saying they want to be black women, but what is the shape and the styles and what are we talking about?
Bitch.
What are we talking about? And they all
probably want to look like fucking the Kardashians. The Kardashians have been wanting to look like black women since they got the fucking budget to get these surgeries. Like
what?
Come on now.
Come on.
Y'all just seeing a lighter face do it. But
this is what I'm saying.
All of this shit comes back around to wanting to be black. This transracial shit is weird. It's very weird. It's creepy. It's mentally I'm so confused by y'all. I don't get it. I'm not even gonna pretend like I get it. I don't
just the audacity to be able to think that I can change my race
just because I want to. Just because I spent a year in your country.
And white privilege doesn't exist. You guys are kidding me.
A fucking year in Italy, all of a sudden I'm Italian.
I'm Italian today.
I'm Italian. I love the pasta.
What do you mean? I've been in Cuba. I'm Cuban now. What do you mean? I fucking love Cuba.
No.
Yeah. I spent so much time there eating
and
so much food.
And I can pass for Cuban. That does not mean that I'm Cuban.
I've eaten so much food there. What do you mean? I've ingested all of their life. What are you talking about?
Me perfecting a mofongo doesn't make me Puerto Rican.
What do you mean?
The fuck? That does not make me a fucking Puerto Rican. You just
that type of shit.
You don't get to wake up and just choose that.
And I'm tired. These people gotta go. These people gotta go. Y'all are setting us back. Definitely. Y'all gotta go.
Thankfully, this person was white and not black, so they're not setting us back. But as a human race,
as a human race, I meant
you're setting us back for sure. We have bigger fish to fry than to have this dumbass conversation about whether or not you're Korean.
You're not, bruh. That would make me punch somebody. I feel like. I wish
right in the
would.
Fucking ass apple.
I know you did not. What did you just say to me?
I don't know if I should actually punch like this, but
because I feel like get so frustrated. She was very calm. I wonder if that conversation got heated. I feel like I need to find the rest of that video because she's like, "I'm not gonna just no. That's just not what you're doing." And she was. I feel like I would be calm for a minute. And I'd be like, bitch, I don't even know why I brought you on this show. Why did I even bring your ass on this dumbass show?
I feel like the more he dug into his delusion, the more irritated I would get. Probably.
You really refuse. Your mind has now chosen.
Your mind is made up.
Your reality is this.
Korean.
So then in that case, it's you can't tell them nothing.
You really can't. And
that's how strong the human mind is.
And you feel strongly about not kind of giving up on saying anything else because then it's you feel like you're making it easy for that Karen that's gonna pop out of the fucking woodworks and say that she's Karen Quisha. I don't know.
Oh my god.
It's hard.
Trans fucking race. I think if you gonna be trans race, right? This is what you're asking for. You must now go through as much as the worst shit of that race that you can.
Okay.
Fuck that.
If you're not giving me a minimum of 10 years as a slave, what's it, 12 years as a slave, bitch? You gotta go through 12 years as a slave before you go calling yourself black.
Anything.
The fuck out of here, dog.
Anything. And then after that, you gotta go through segregation. And then after that, you need to go through redlining. And then after that, you need to get all your loans denied. Look, I'm just
and then after that, when you're in the workforce again, you need to get discriminated against because your hair is too stringy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. No.
You're gonna be called unprofessional simply for looking the way you were born.
Let me
it's gonna
what
be
you really
assumed
want?
that you have a criminal record.
What you really want?
Is this really what you want?
He talking about Korea. Well, he didn't even say what part. North and South Korea. He didn't say nothing.
He don't care.
Because you know he's not talking about North.
He don't care. He don't care.
That's hilarious.
It's ridiculous, y'all. It's fucking ridiculous.
You know the amount of Koreans right now that are like going through the shits. I mean, every country's going through its own shits, right?
For sure.
But like,
for sure.
You ain't struggling, nigga.
No, not at all.
Not to call him a nigga, but goddamn, you are not struggling. If you had the money to be able to try to transform yourself into another race, you're not giving no kind of struggle from that race at all. Mm-mm. That's just insane to me. I just can't believe that people ever have this thought process.
These blends are so good. Oh, I can't wait.
Because now people gonna be trans age soon.
Trans age.
I'm over it. Like
now, all of a sudden, a motherfucker's gonna say
I can't pay these bills.
17.
I'm too.
And because he's trans age and feels like a 17-year-old, I should be able to have sex with 16-year-olds, right?
I'm telling you,
I feel
it
like
goes
a
down a fucking
17-year-old
rabbit
boy
hole
inside.
That's not how this shit works, y'all.
That's not how this shit works.
That's not how this shit works at all.
No. All that you as young as you feel shit only applies to how you feel. It does not apply to how you engage with the outside world.
No.
Fucking idiots.
Or how the outside world engages with you. Like,
period.
No.
Like, my nigga, you a salt and pepper as fuck. No, you are not a fucking 17-year-old giddy little boy inside. You're fucked up. It's weird.
Somewhere else,
it's creepy. It's gonna go far if people continue to like entertain this shit.
It's gonna go
I'm not with it. It's not happening.
It's
not over here on
fuck that
this
shit.
Planet. It's just not happening.
I'm trans animal.
I'm trans species.
Get out of here, guys.
I'm really a snake.
Bitch, I can't. Put him in the hospital. I'm sorry.
I feel like a tiger. Like, what?
Maybe you were. Just not here right now.
Please,
you still got these bills to pay
to a
and these responsibilities.
about your past lives and address that shit and thank it for what it was and let it move on and be a human. A regular human of your regular age, of your regular fucking ethnicity.
In my past life, I was a black woman. I don't know.
Maybe you were.
Maybe.
Well, bitch, your position here is then to be a worthy ally.
Come on.
Like, that's it.
That's it.
That's where we draw the line on that. The fuck? Please don't.
God.
Don't. I can't. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I can't. Fuck that shit, man. That's just insane.
Oh,
if you talk about you wouldn't change your race, don't come to me.
Please don't. I'm not gonna be the open, peaceful. Like,
nope.
Oh, let's talk through that.
Nope.
No, not at all.
We're on 3.
We are on number 3.
All right.
My God, that first one gets better with the longer it sits.
It does.
Like that shit is wild. Marianne, cheers to you, girl.
Yeah. I wonder what the second round's gonna be like. This is dope. Woo.
I need this 2022 round, Marianne. What's tea?
So, you all, this is the first single barrel that we're getting into. This is 4.2 years. And then at an ABV of 61.76.
Wow, another very random one.
I think that's 123.42. 52?
Yeah, I think you're right at the 52. Yes, I think you're right.
143.52.
Yes.
No, 120.
I think you're right.
124.52. I don't fucking know.
Ooh, hold on. We're about to confirm that one. It's a random one, so.
Yeah, I think
you're close as fuck, though. I know you are. You are close as fuck. What's the number again? What's it? 61.75?
0.76.
76. There it goes. Even more random. Times to 123.52. You were right.
123.52.
The first one you said was right.
Okay, cool.
Yes, go with that instinct, girl.
We did. We're doing. We're trying.
Okay. God, it smells great. I actually get caramel on this one. I get some rich, like raw chocolate kind of sitting underneath there. And there's something like
it's giving that like
sour.
Yeah, so it's giving that tree smell for me again.
Yes, that bark kind of smells a little heavier. That's interesting. So this single barrel must correlate with this blend, with the second blend. They both kind of have that tree bark.
They both have it in, so that makes sense.
Oh, look at me deducing that
sense.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that little tree bark thing, that must be kind of like a signature.
Has to be.
For their flagship.
It's really nice. Almost kind of like earth soil too happening.
Yeah. That's that sour for me. It's minerality. That's
minerality.
What it is. Not sour. It's minerality. That's interesting. It's grassy but sweet.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Wow, that's good. I don't know why golden is the first thing that came to my head. So the same way stuff comes to my head and to me like white. I was sipping this, gold came to my head. That's weird if you're tasting colors. Oh Lord.
Ooh, that was kind of hot for me.
Wow. I get citrus oils. Not even heavily concentrated, like right off the peel.
It's a little waxy.
Yeah, for sure.
Possibly something peppery.
Or it might just be hot. Not peppery. Maybe more pink peppercorn than like black peppercorn. All of these so far are fucking delicious. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. I'm not mad at any one of these. Wow.
No, that maybe there's something
Something else will pop out at you.
something like cherry, maybe some kind of
Definitely
fruit.
cherry. And that cherry is there, but it's not like punch you in the face.
I wish I could remember what kind of flowers that were given. It smells just like that flower when it was like blooming in my apartment, and I just cannot. I don't know the name of them. They were beautiful, but they like it was such a pungent smell, and I was like, ah.
Lord. Sorry, Nick. I forgot that you were supposed to be coming by the warehouse. That is so good.
Oh, I get coffee.
Oh, I'm getting something that's like... What is
Like a dark roast.
There's something else there. I need to put my finger on it. It'll come to me.
Okay, so y'all, we're in trying times again in the world, and supposedly it got leaked that the Supreme Court was working on this ruling to overturn Roe versus Wade, which gives us the choice to be able to have an abortion and, choose what we decide to
Do with our fucking bodies.
with our own bodies. I can tell you right now, I wouldn't be anywhere without my abortion. Nowhere. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be doing this. I don't know what I would do if I had a child. I don't know where I would be, who I would be with. Even if I'm sorry, I chose to not go through with it. It was, within the first, I knew immediately when I was pregnant. And I did, and I'll tell people this. I made that choice and I'm okay with that. I am not a person that wants a child.
Yeah, you made the choice you had to for yourself.
Yeah, it's just what it is. So it's just
I'm a firm believer in pro-choice. I believe that children that are born should be wanted.
Yes.
I believe that children that are born, the default shouldn't be like, oh, I have it, and automatically they go to be adopted by someone else. I understand that there are people who can't have kids and therefore want to adopt, right? But I also understand that there's a ton of kids out here in a foster care system or being dropped off at someone's fire station or at someone's fucking hospital who are being given birth to by people who either wanted to give birth or just didn't want to have an abortion. Maybe they didn't want to have a kid, but they also just really deeply did not want to do that and therefore don't want to have the kid, but still want to be able to, feel like they brought the human into this world and they're going to pray that it gets the best life it can or whatever. I get all of that exists. But there's a lot we're overpopulating this fucking planet as it is.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Period.
I don't respect the religion. I don't respect the religious beliefs of like, oh, abortion is a sin, and oh, this and that is a sin, and oh, it's a sin to use contraceptives, and oh, it's a sin to this, that, and the third. If your husband wants to have 20 kids, you are just a factory and should give it to him. I don't respect none of that. No. I'm not here for none of that. I don't agree with none of that. I don't live by none of that. That's not my ministry. I could never fathom living a life that subscribes to any of those beliefs. There's just no absolute fucking way, not an iota, not an atom in hell could ever make that make sense for me.
No, not at all whatsoever. Ever.
Thankfully, I have not had to make that decision of whether or not to have an abortion. I have not been faced with that scare.
Right.
But I would never judge anybody who needed to make that decision for themselves.
No, absolutely not.
If you are not ready, don't do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't feel anything in your spirit tugging at you to keep that child, don't.
Yeah.
Like, don't. Don't have a child and resent it. Treat it like shit because you felt obligated to have it. And now you're blaming that child for its entire life for all the things you didn't do because you made this choice. And now they owe you something.
Right.
Or you just discard them, or you make them feel bad or guilty or whatever, even if it's subconscious. Like, that's just not a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not a cycle I feel like is worth perpetuating.
Like let's break them. Let's break these cycles,
let's break the
right?
cycles
Like, why
of doing that?
And I think that's what's so disturbing about this is that this is really not about life. This overturn isn't about life at all whatsoever, because it's really about producing, putting
it's
more
decrepit old men making these last ditch fucking efforts to overturn laws they've been
and decrepit old women
and decrepit old women who have been trained pick-me's from the moment they were fucking born.
It's just like we are treating children as products and not understanding like this is going to be a whole human being.
Which brings us to the ridiculous quote.
Yes.
In this, okay, so there's this post on Instagram. We'll also do a little pop-up of this for our tubers watching. Yes. So this post is from a Brandon Friedman, someone in DC apparently. He said, feels like this has been largely overlooked, but Alito's draft Supreme Court opinion on abortion uses the phrase domestic supply of infants. It's real. It is on page 34 of this fucking draft. And so the fucking, I'm going to read the sentence to give context.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Center for Disease Control, adoption experiences of women and men, and demand for children to adopt by women 18 to 44 years of age in the United States. 16 of August 2008. Okay. Nearly 1 million for a child. Jesus Christ. What does that even mean? Wait. Yeah, what does that even mean? 1 million what? Is that supposed to be the demand? Nearly 1 million for a child. Okay, we'll figure that out. Anyway, whereas the domestic supply of infants relinquished at birth or within the first month of life and available to be adopted had become virtually non-existent. Okay, so there we go. So basically what they're saying is that this ability, this choice that people have to have abortions is messing with the domestic supply of infants that are available between birth and a month of age. There is a high demand, and that's the sad thing. There's a high demand for babies.
Exactly.
Not a high demand for children who need a home.
Exactly.
And that's what's fucked up about it.
Yes.
So the fact that they're treating this like a capitalist, another way to apply capitalism to human life, the domestic supply of infants is the fucking product that they're wanting to supply for a demand of people who are looking for babies specifically between 1 day and 1 month of age.
So you didn't watch Handmaid's Tale, but this is Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale was about creating a country in which the creators of this new country within the United States took those, women were becoming barren throughout the country. Like, that was happening. Women giving birth was dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. Mm-hmm. This new overturn of a government decided that they were going to take all these, under a religious thing, take all the women that could have babies, turn them into handmaids for their wives that could not. And that's all the point of them was to have children, and for these women that couldn't have children, act like they were giving birth during the same time that the actual woman was giving birth, and then take that child from that mother and say that it was their child. And their husband being the ones raping these handmaids to impregnate them.
Wow. That's disturbing as fuck.
Oh, no. Handmaid's Tale was some crazy shit.
I knew there was a reason that my energy was just not...
It was crazy shit.
Going for it.
Like, I'm just like... So this is what that's giving. It's giving there are women out here that can't have babies but can afford to adopt, and they want to adopt, like she said, between 1 day and a month. They don't want to adopt older children, like children that actually need homes and good homes. Like, that means that you don't really want to love, you really just want a thing.
Exactly. Just, it's the way they worded that whole thing.
It's just
fucking
crazy
supply and demand.
And it's just crazy to me. And I'm just like,
that shit is weird.
It makes no sense. So this is why we know the point of this is to make sure that people who aren't able to afford abortion, who aren't able to afford keeping a child, to force them to have children so that they can take them away.
Yeah.
Like, that is what's happening.
So they can supply the demand.
And there are people who
are paying a lot of money for access to babies. Infants.
Yeah, so when
they don't want to raise a child who's already made it to a certain age or whatever. That's really fucking sucky.
When they were holding refugees in those camps along the wall, they were taking their children. Mm-hmm. There were still, I think they said like 31 or 81 children that have been missing, infants that have been missing. Just gone.
Being raised by some random white family who just wanted to. I'm telling you.
Like, what is this weird? Like, I'm like, is this really happening?
I watch too much SVU.
Is this really happening? Like, people are like, there are so many kids in the foster care system. Do you know that child that baby you want to raise is going to be that age anyways?
They want that influence from the get-go.
I'm just like,
they want that influence
got
from the
to
get-go.
stop.
They want parenthood without that extra layer of work of a child who's already learned some things, having to get them to unlearn certain things, relearn certain things. People just, it's a combination of a lot of things. Laziness, selfishness, just plain old fucking weird, and having like not great weird intentions. Evil. Like yeah, it's just
weird evil for sure.
It's all bad in that regard.
It's just,
and the fact that people are trying to govern law to accommodate that. It's not the first time law has been governed to accommodate corporations. So,
no.
And
like, yes, this is definitely a war on women for sure. And it's definitely a war on our bodies. But what it really is something sick. And it's about giving to these motherfuckers who cannot have. Which the country is all fucking about. So, and when I mean motherfuckers that can't have, the white people that can't have, they want.
Yep.
So it's just
absolutely, it's sad,
insane.
It's sad as fuck.
It's insane. It really is.
Wow.
Just to breed more life into a world that's gonna be fucked up from the get go. They were like, why do they do this? Why do they do that? Because they were raised in a foster care system that doesn't give a fuck about them. But they were forced to be there. Yep. I'd rather that not even happen. No, I'm sorry.
That's the thing about it. I'd rather that not happen.
Like, not even put that situation out there. Stop making more of these situations. Stop making more of these situations. And just like, there's just that rabbit hole about the way that we misuse children is just really annoying and insane. And like, I'm so over that. Like, that's what I'm talking about. When I say shit like this is not to be joked about. These are lives.
Yeah, exactly. No.
This is life.
It brings it right back to that point.
It's just ridiculous to me. It really is. Like, just that people can think of humanity in a way that is a chess piece or a glass or my material.
It's literally fucking pieces on a chessboard. It's just a matter of shifting them in a way that works for you.
It's like so weird.
It just makes me sick to my stomach that people play with lives that way.
It's so sick. It's so sick. It's nasty.
It really
is.
It
just makes me want to become a superhero so that I can kill them all. I'm sorry.
Literally. No, literally.
I said that on here. Literally. I said that on here, yes. Like, all the motherfuckers that are being weird and sick, I just want, like, let's get rid of them. Let's go. Like, teach me how to be an assassin. And in my next life, fuck it.
Bitch, I ever tell you that's one of my bucket list things? I want to be trained, not even a full-on assassin, but, you know. Yeah. But I want to learn how to literally just snap somebody's neck to kill them.
Let's just get it. Yes, we did talk about
I want to learn about the perfect positioning to just snap somebody's neck and end it real quick. Because that's like, it took no effort. When these motherfuckers be snapping out of here, they know that perfect crap.
It's crazy.
Just let you drop.
Gone.
That's on my bucket list. Before I die at 122, I'm going to learn how to snap a neck.
Listen.
Period.
Out of here. Get him out of here. I'm ready to just like, whoop, let's get him out. Get him out of here. Get up. Take him up, Lord. Take him up. Talking about taking him up.
Take him out, Lord.
Talking about taking him up. There's a gentleman that just passed away.
Kevin Samuels. Oh my God.
Child. The internet.
That's not funny. Oh my God. My first instinct was to laugh, but not at him dying. Sorry.
No, the internet has been entertaining.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I definitely was like, and then I started cracking up because the comments, honey, were hilarious.
I was going to say, I'm laughing more at the internet's response than the actual death itself.
Look,
and there is a bit of comical irony in it because of the circumstances around his passing.
Okay, so so Kevin Samuels. So first time I heard about it, he just passed away. Nobody knew what happened. They said accidental death. Then we find out that he was with some woman that he met the night before.
Apparently a big white jump. That's what they said.
I don't know. I saw a picture of a cute light skinned girl, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I always get. That's why I don't feed into. I'm not feeding more than the other.
The reasoning, there's people that think that he's not dead. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. They're turning the man into Tupac. But anyways,
exactly.
For me, people are like, I can't believe y'all out here like happy that this man is gone and da da da. Okay, so like when like some white people that we hated died,
no one shed a tear.
No, we weren't like, oh my God,
we weren't necessarily in the streets rejoicing. But
sorry, no. And I was like, should I feel bad that I'm like, oh well?
No, you should not. Not at all.
Wrap that one. Got him out of here.
First of all,
I'm just like,
that's why you don't bother trying to be karma. You let karma do what karma's gonna do.
Listen, life had to do that. Not that it's gonna change these other black men that's gonna be saying the same shit out here. No, but we got one.
Because he definitely spawned some fucking some spawn.
And so I was like, I was reading, I was seeing all these black men. I was like, you know what? I said, let me go look back at his page. Maybe I missed some substance within the one time I listened to him. For 20 seconds.
No.
No, I went scroll through like, first off, all his videos are 200 minutes. I'm not watching that.
Better than me.
Second off, I listened to one of the first 3 or 14 seconds of one, and he goes, if you are from the age of 27 to 35 and you are still single, you are a leftover woman.
See, all right.
You are a leftover woman, and we're going to talk about what's wrong with you and why you're still leftover.
If anybody ever questioned whether or not God was a woman, or if whether or not God was both masculine and feminine.
Okay, listen.
Just saying.
Listen. And the internet has been like, all these guys, like, I don't understand why people, like, why would you ever celebrate? Shut the fuck up. You done celebrated some person's death that they're gone.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Not like celebrate, like, yeah, but like, you're like,
nobody's saying jump and rejoice. But you can acknowledge the irony in something and just give it a.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, it's happened. It's happened. When the horrible white women or horrible white man has died, we've been like, hell yeah. When a terrorist is gone or a dictator or some sort.
Did anyone cry when Osama bin Laden was caught?
Or were people parading in the streets? So no, understand. Black community, no.
No.
We cannot do this and do the double standard for ourselves.
Bonus with it or not, I am not with glorifying horrible men or horrible people just because they've died and erasing all of the horrible things that they've done or contributed to the world.
Exactly.
And trying to let all of that go erased just because they've passed on. Absolutely not. Because it's not going to be erased when they transition over. They're not going to the good place.
No.
So why am I going to sit here and act like they were a saint?
No, I'm not. He was trying to really open y'all eyes up to something.
He opened my eyes up to shit, except for the fact that y'all have not evolved.
Did he bring men on this show? I don't even know. I'm not digging that deep, but like...
No, I'm not deep diving.
I'm just... I'm sorry. I'm not sad.
No.
For who? For why?
I mean, sad for... And
I mean, the comments were giving.
I'm sad for those who loved him and cherished him.
Yeah.
Wishing y'all all the condolences and your loss, but...
Everybody loves somebody, so...
I mean, the culture didn't lose much.
No.
So...
There's another one of them already coming up right now. Anyway, so... Just Jesus. Just like... Listen,
resting wherever you are, sir.
If you haven't seen the comments and you need a good entertainment,
go on Twitter. Just go on Twitter.
It is, and I don't even have Twitter. I was on Instagram, honey, just scrolling.
You do have Twitter. You just don't use Twitter.
Oh, right. I don't use that Twitter. Yeah.
You sure do.
I just
said I don't have Twitter.
I'm sorry. I definitely have Twitter.
Tag her at all our social
I know. And sometimes I get on and retag. Sometimes I get back on and try to.
That's
repost.
fucking hilarious.
But yes, it was. But talking about Twitter, what else did we?
I was about to say, let's focus on a man who's actually contributing some good things to the world. And I am not even a size queen.
Yeah,
not much of a size queen like that at all, because I like to keep my organs intact. But Jessie Williams,
hello.
Him and his beautiful penis have just made it all up and down my Twitter feed this morning.
We're so happy about it. I'm happy about it.
I second that. I'm actually happy about it because I always found Jessie Williams to be super cute.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
But him on this Broadway stage all buff and his meat swinging with the shower
running
on him. Like, what the fuck is the show?
What is the
starters?
show?
Is this the Black Broadway show that everyone's been talking about that's been getting these rave reviews? Because if so, I see why. Jesse's out here taking showers on stage and swinging his meat around. And it's a nice size. It's not too big. It's not too small.
Yeah,
sorry, male listeners. Sorry, close your ears.
It's pretty.
It's not too big. It's not too small. It's very pretty.
What's he doing?
It's a decent size soft. So I can only imagine once it's at full go-ahead.
Going.
Yeah, no.
I'm just like, for me,
sheesh.
There are still people being like, oh my God, like, what show is this? Like, why does he have, like, what's going on? I'm like,
oh, please, you know how many plays of nudity? Get the fuck out of here.
Nakedness.
Just because it's not some shriveled up
get naked every day.
fucking Vienna sausage that's less threatening or makes you less uncomfortable because it's more comical than it is sexual. Fuck that.
Like,
I don't mind overtly sexy. Why not?
Like, listen.
The fuck? I don't want to laugh at old shrimply little shriveled penis. If I can look at one that's actually pleasant to the eye. It wasn't giving porn.
No.
It wasn't giving raunch.
No.
It wasn't giving any of that. It just happened that Twitter made a spectacle of the site that was to be beheld. But it wasn't giving anything raunchy, gross, tasteless. None of that. It's definitely out of context in terms of how it's being presented online. It's been dwindled down into a fucking boomerang. So you really can't, unless you've been to the show, don't even know why it's even appropriate for him to be doing this live shower on stage.
Well, also, like, theater shows tell you not to pull your phones out anyway, so this really should have been taken anyways.
So it was a leak. They've classified this as a leak.
Yeah, it was not supposed to be that way.
Glad it got leaked.
Because it might sell some more tickets if they wasn't sold out already. If they wasn't sold already.
Do you know how many women are about to be in these seats? Not even just women. You know how many women and gay men and not so open about being on the spectrum men are about to be sitting in this audience watching this
together.
I am so down to go see it. I know the fucking ticket prices are gonna be through the roof.
Through the roof now, for sure.
Scalping these motherfuckers.
I already know. How is it?
Jessie Williams, kudos to you. You just sold the show.
You did.
You sold the show.
I don't even care what it's
about. He didn't even intend to. You sold it though. And I guarantee you, his social media is in shambles right now. He cannot log on right now. I know he can't. I know he can't.
Oh, there's a video?
Girl, there's a video? Oh, I seen a video. I just saw a little boomerang of it swinging back and forth.
Make a video, Take Me Out.
That shit is
Take
wild.
Me Out?
Oh,
is that the name of the show?
Maybe. That might be the name of the play.
Child, I don't know. I'll look this up later. But,
If it starts to play, turn it on.
Okay, we gonna see.
See, he got a real buff for this role, I feel like, because he was not buff in Grey's Anatomy. He wasn't big or nothing, but he was not buff.
Oh.
So them, what's this, like a slideshow?
Oh, maybe he was in it's a baseball?
So was this supposed to be him in a locker room? I'll take it. It's giving context. See?
Giving context.
Context, guys, context.
Take Me Out.
Oh, like take me out to the ball game?
It has to be, huh?
I'm here for it. Well, Jessie.
And like, whoever took these pictures, can we get better pictures? What phone you got?
First of all, they weren't supposed to have it.
It was bad.
And so they couldn't use a flash. And so they tried to focus it in on his meat. And that's why all the light behind him made it real blurry.
It's a bad photo. Oh, yeah. It's looking like, get out of here.
So was he the only one with his meat out? They focused on Jessie Williams, but he probably wasn't the only one with his meat out.
It can't be.
I'll tell you what, he looked damn good.
He sure did.
He looked damn good.
He sure did. Well,
cheers to you, Jessie. Cheers to you.
If that's the show, it's not like he put anything out here weird to the world. So.
No, he didn't. He ain't look at the. I'm not even like a super chisel. I appreciate football physiques on men. And he's kind of built like that in this whatever workout regimen is given. Maybe baseball players are built like that. I don't look at baseball players, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah, they fine, too.
For real.
Mm-hmm. Athletes in general, just like, they care, they take care of their bodies, so it's like...
Sitting around at some baseball games.
We should. We should go to baseball
go to Nationals game.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time. And they're early in the day.
I'll take a good cold beer, have a snack, you feel me?
Yes. All
right, y'all, so we're actually winding down.
Yes.
We are going to do our Where We Eating segment, but first we're going to have our last sip.
Last sip.
Oh, God, yes, it smells great. Super fruity already.
Yeah.
It's giving fruit and acetone. So this one is 6.5 years. So we kind of jumped up there in terms of age.
Yeah.
And it is 59% ABV. So that is giving, 118 proof?
Yep.
Yes. It's like giving red fruit medley with acetone.
Yeah, this for me, like red apples. Maybe a little bit like cinnamon essence. Just because I said red apples.
Cinnamon essence, kind of, yeah. I can see that, because it's like an undertone.
You definitely get that oak in there. You can smell the wood.
For sure. I mean, the color
is beautiful.
Got a lot darker.
Giving the amber for sure in there.
Wow. Chocolate. It's giving wafer cookie. Wow.
Ooh.
Another one really waxy on the palate. Okay, so it's giving that waxiness that's similar to the first blend.
Yep.
So those two are from the same distillery, so that's interesting. Wow.
I did 7.
Okay.
Get out of there.
Yes.
Yeah.
7 drops.
7.
These have been so good.
See?
Marianne, you're great.
What's this about?
Oh, how'd that happen?
Because it wasn't on there before. I don't know. What does that? It wasn't on there before.
Maybe it was moisture at the bottom of the glass and you just didn't notice? I don't know.
They've been washed for days. Should have been dry. I really don't know. My table be getting marks, y'all, and I really don't know where they come from. And sometimes they disappear because I had all those marks up there too, so they're not there anymore. So I don't know.
Do you oil your coffee table?
I do not.
Okay. It keeps a sheen as if it gets oiled.
It does, doesn't it?
So it's just well made.
That's nice to know. I got it from was this a Wayfair? This might be a Wayfair or Amazon. I can't remember.
If you got this on Amazon, that's a great find.
But definitely that chocolate.
I get
coffee
the chocolate
for me on the nose too.
Yeah, like roasted coffee.
Yeah.
I get like some sort of pepperiness. And the pepperiness is like right at the front of my palate.
Right here.
Like right before the tip.
Yep.
That was a beautiful tip on that man. That's all I know. I'm not even a vulgar girl like that.
Listen, he look good.
Put the right specimen in front of me.
Okay, that's all that matters.
He got them ass, child.
Oh my God, he was in Black Lady Sketch Show. That one sketch where he was the.
He was?
Yeah, he was the one where 2.
Okay.
And was it 3?
I
what season are they on right
seen
now?
3.
3's a new one, right?
Yes.
So with season 2, where this girl, she's like in the middle of like taking her braids out, and he's like, "What you doing? Can I come over right now?" She's like, "Okay." She's like trying to hide her hair, so she puts a scarf on. He keeps reaching for it. You find out in the sketch show that he loves a woman in her in between hair phases. So he likes that like that natural, but you still got half of your braids in, but half of your braids are out. Like, get the fuck what the fuck? He's like, "Let me take a picture of you." Like she was like, "Okay," does it. It's like, "Let me look," and she starts to swipe, and she sees all these other women half fro out, half braids, and he's like, "Y'all out here trying to talk about, something about like loving your natural hair, and I just love that." Da, 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 da. I was like, this is such a weird little kink.
That shit is fucking
he was in
hilarious.
That shit. So
and it's
funny.
That's funny, especially for him, just because there's so much talk around his advocacy and all of that, and talk about his color, how light he is, and the fact that I think at some point was with a white woman or something like that, or I don't know.
Yeah.
All the chatter that happens around anybody who's standing up for black rights. So that's funny that they played on that. Now I gotta go back and watch. I love a black girl sketch show or black lady sketch.
Yeah,
show.
we'll turn it on after this.
That shit is great.
Wow. Yeah. Chocolatey, a little bit of coffee.
Wow.
Definitely orange.
A lot of orange. And it's a lot of orange oil. It's like
oil for sure.
No pith, just straight peel and oil.
Yep. Yeah. It's really tasty. So y'all did my first menu murder.
Menu murder. I'm gonna do one of these.
Mofos was hurt. When I say people were standing up, grabbing their guts, stretching. Oh, I think somebody almost cried. I don't know. But it was hilarious. We did it at a place called L'Ardente, a new Italian spot in downtown. And it was tasty. But at a certain point, the menu is huge. So they have your like first courses, which was like it was like this like focaccia? Is that type of bread? Focaccia?
Well, I love focaccia bread.
So they like homemade or house-made focaccia, and then it was also like prosciutto board and this, oh my God, it was this duck ravioli like taster that was delicious.
Wow.
Probably one of my top favorite things. Then it went into pizzas. For me, I'm like, they did not need pizza at all for me on that menu. Like, I think as much stuff as they had on there, we could have left the pizzas alone. But
were they good though?
They were. One of them was a mushroom prosciutto, like this white sauce. That was my favorite. That was the only one I had because I knew I'm not tasting all this damn bread. Okay, I already told myself I'm trying to stay away from it. Anyway, I knew that this night was going to be a heavy carb night. It's Italian. Yeah. So I was like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it in the pasta part.
Favorite cuisines.
Right.
Oh
if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it in the pasta part. And also, fuck you, Instagram. You've been showing me so many motherfucking pasta videos that I can make home. And I'm like, I'm not trying to eat pasta, but all these recipes are so easy.
I gotta stop following Food and Wine and Bon Appetit because they always show me.
They
all
always
the carbs.
making pasta,
and their recipes are so good. Bon Appetit is one of my go-tos.
I'm just like, where are the meat and veggie recipes?
They're not catering to that. They showing you decadence.
They're showing you decadence, creamy and seafood. But then the pizzas were great, and then the next one was the antipasta. So in that one, there was these tasty roasted carrots. It was so good. They almost melted in your mouth. There was this delicious beet salad, and I mean like all beets with cocoa nib and like
with cocoa nib. That's a nice balance.
It was something else so delicious. And then they had this mixed salad with these roasted artichokes.
I love artichokes.
Best artichokes I've ever had. Like cooked artichokes I've ever had. It wasn't too mushy, and they just had this really like earthy but kind of like lemon tartness to it. It was so tasty. What else did we have during that part? They had tasty polpette, like meatballs. Their arancini was delicious.
Oh, what's an arancini?
Arancini is a rice ball, the fried rice balls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were called arancini. Okay.
Yes, so tasty.
I love Italian.
What else? And then after that was the pastas. I feel like I'm missing something in that first one. There was stuff I couldn't eat. So like they had a hamachi, it was a hamachi crudo they had that people said was amazing. I couldn't have one of their salads that had like their Caesar salad looked great, but they had like a real anchovy sauce, so I couldn't have that. But it looked amazing. People were like, girl, that was like the best Caesar salad I ever had. Damn. It looked like right made, and like the amount of cheese. I was like, oh, I know that shit's banging. And then there was this other like dish that had trout roe all over it, so I couldn't have that one either. But they said that shit was fucking bomb.
I'm not a roe fan.
Yeah, why not? Well, I don't know what it tastes like, so I don't.
So it's not even
like
the taste for me.
Caviar, right?
Yeah, I guess it is like caviar. I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's trout roe I don't like. Cause I can eat caviar. I've only had a couple of types of caviar, so maybe there's certain caviars I don't like, but I can't do like roe on sushi and stuff. For some reason, that's overkill for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe it's seeing it on top of food. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I think it's a mental thing.
Yeah. Because
seeing roe on dishes translates differently in my brain than seeing like caviar in a bowl with creme fraiche and chips. I don't know. Don't know. Saying that out loud made me think about it just now.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like roe on food.
Is it fishy? Like, what is it? Like, so, it's just like pearls of...
I was curious to say, it's not super fishy, to be honest. It's salty. It's giving I came from the sea.
Yeah.
But it's not, like, fishy.
Yeah.
Like, because they're eggs, so they didn't really get to form into fish yet.
Yeah.
So it tastes like the ocean to some degree.
Okay.
But different levels of salinity, different levels of certain, like, umami flavors or whatever. Just depends on the type. True. So, yeah, I wonder... So what makes something caviar and what makes something just like roe or... Yeah,
I know, I have no idea. Because people be asking because we have trout roe on our deviled eggs at Allegory and they're like, is that like caviar? And I'm like, yeah, eggs. Like, I got
fish eggs, eggs, but like what makes the difference? So now I'm going to look into that.
Caviar is black, right?
Not all caviar. We had salmon caviar at the winery on that with our...
Oh, yeah.
With our Bubbles flight.
Yeah, I forgot.
So,
next we had the pasta area. This is where people were kind of hitting walls, but we made it to the pasta.
After the pizza, I mean, what the fuck?
It was so funny.
Carbs don't do nothing but make
I was drinking wine and a lot of it. But
that's my favorite.
I was drinking a lot of wine.
I love eating family style with some bottles of wine.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all you need. People were getting
cocktails.
I don't need cocktails. Shots.
I don't need
cocktails. Oh, God, it was so funny. So they have this 40-layer lasagna with this, like, I can't remember the sauce that it sits in. I don't know if you've ever seen a Smith Island cake before.
No.
So a Smith Island cake is like a white cake with chocolate layers, but they usually do, like, 15 layers and it sits in hot chocolate. So that's what it reminded me of.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's really great.
The fuck?
And it's like it becomes like moist as it sits longer, but that's what this reminded me of. I thought it was pretty tasty, and then it came with like a truffled like white cheese or something on the side. It was really tasty. The carbonara was hands down my favorite for sure.
I love carbonara.
That was really tasty. And then they had a like little neck clam linguine that was tasty. They had a squid ink lobster pasta that was really great.
I would have been eating that. Oh my god. Yes.
They had just your like kind of just like rigatoni with a like a really delicious tomato sauce, like vegetarian style.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot about the prawns.
The lasagna. Oh, sorry, y'all. The lasagna had meat.
The lasagna had meat. The lasagna had meat. But they had, and then they had a white ragu with veal and mushroom and pepper deli. That was tasty. But then they had
that's my favorite noodle.
A spicy ragu, which was really good too. But I forgot about the prawns, which was up to the top. There were these giant prawns. Oh, and the octopus was okay. It was a lot of, there was octopus. It was cooked well. It was just so charry. It was a lot of char, and I didn't I needed a lot of the sauce to like cover that part up. But the prawns, they keep the head on. But it was so, it needed the head. Like, I think outside of the head and outside of the, they had this
but
pomegranate molasses. Head? No, you just suck off the head. Like, you suck the inside of it. It was tasty.
Like the brains?
Just the juices. It's just juices coming out.
The brain juice. Oh my god. Okay, continue.
But it had this pomegranate molasses that was hands down probably one of my favorite things. And then
that sounds bomb.
After the pasta was their main dishes, which was this whole chicken, which was ridiculous. Oh my god! And then there was this big ass, I don't even know what kind of ribeye or it wasn't tomahawk, but like ribeye or some shit steak that was cooked to perfection. And then it was this bronzino that people said were tasty.
Bronzino, yes.
But at this point, I don't know how, but we definitely finished that steak. That steak got done.
Damn.
And then there was 6 desserts.
6 fucking desserts?
And they had, the bread pudding was on point.
Oh, girl.
The fucking chocolate mousse was on point. They had this like fireball thing where this thing was, it seemed like a whoopie pie in the middle, but like it looked like a big chocolate ball, and then they lit it all on fire and then it melted. It was really cute. And then that was it. But Lardente, I might go back and just be able to focus on a few. I think like murdering the menu is a great idea. It's great. You get to taste everything. But like at a certain, especially a menu that big, it was like things were just running together. I was like, can I even smell anymore? Like, am I okay? Remember when Miles was like, one time I felt like I was having a heart attack, but I was just having a foodgasm type of thing. We were hitting that. Like, I don't know how to feel right now.
I'm
like,
so excited for Bar Convent now.
Yeah, we're going to do it at Bar Convent.
At Bar Convent. Yeah. I can't wait. But we can go back to Lardente because I love Italian. So I want to go back for the pasta and pizza.
Yeah, we'll do it. Because it was, at the end of the day, it was tasty. And like, honestly, the food prices were like a good pricing. It was a good pricing. It wasn't.
I mean, for y'all to murder the entire menu and spend $300 a piece, I mean.
Yeah.
And
that's also because
to be expected.
We had 4 bottles of wine. People had cocktails, like,
and the gratuity.
We had shots. We had limoncello. We had espressos, like, and the gratuity was. So honestly, it really wasn't bad pricing.
Yeah.
Justin was like, "It's gonna be 15." I said, "It's gonna be like 25, bro." He was like, "No way." I said, "I don't know." And it came out. It was 27.
27.
It was 27 for sure. I was like, "Yep, that makes sense." That's what I came to spend. Not spending nothing else for the rest of the week.
Like shit.
But that's what I wanted to do.
At this point, I'm eating in the house.
Okay.
I done had 2 things at my house over 1 week. Had Cinco de Drinko, and then we had Mother's Day at our house.
Yes.
So I am tired of spending money. So I'm staying my ass in the house for the most part.
I'm telling you.
But I'm very happy because both were executed great. People were happy. The food lasted. We got plenty of leftovers, child. So we ain't hurting for no food.
That's real. That's so real.
Yes. We ain't in the fucking house.
I love it.
I'm gonna be good for May because in June I'm back to going all out.
You okay?
And that's on period.
That's on period.
Especially since I'm about to be honing in on these new habits.
Yep.
I need to be in the house.
Yep.
Once I overindulge, it's a wrap. When I go out, I'm gonna drink. If I drink, I'm not gonna wake up as early. If I don't wake up as early, I can't do my yoga. So
that's so real.
I'm just changing all the things. That's why exercising creates other habits.
Right.
Because you can't spend the night before drinking if you're getting up to work out.
Yeah.
You can't spend the day before eating bad if it's gonna make you groggy and unable to do what you gotta do the next day.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try it.
Here we go.
I'm gonna try
66 days. To 66 days.
To 66 days. My favorite was still the first.
Yeah, me too.
So
not bad.
So I pulled up Eve's Blind. So
great, because I did that.
The second blend and first single barrel that we tried were both from Oregon Spirit Distillers.
Okay.
So that tree barkiness and all of that is coming from Oregon Spirit Distillers. This is my first time hearing of Oregon Spirit Distillers. So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
let me see, what's this other one? So the first blend and the second single brew that we tried were from St. Augustine.
Okay.
That makes so much sense with the... Maybe that funk that I was trying to figure out was banana, but it was like overly ripe banana. Because there was like this something that I was trying to pinpoint, and maybe that's what it was. But
nice.
St. Augustine, I love. We sell St. Augustine in Seal Box. Pum Pum. Shameless plug. Their Florida Straight and their Port Finish, and their vodka and their gin and their rum, and their Saint release every year. So, yes, love that.
Love that.
We were... Florida made sense that this was a Florida bourbon. Oregon joint, I wouldn't have been able to call that out by area. No. But
I feel like that
makes sense,
outsideness.
Though. All that outdoorsiness, all the tree,
I just feel like that makes
so much sense that concentrated down into an Oregon whiskey.
Yeah.
Makes so much fucking sense.
Yeah.
So love that. We have a really fun lineup for next episode.
Yes.
And now that I've tasted these two very different bourbons, I have a very fun one for the following episode too. So 13 and 14 are going to be very fun.
Sweet.
So I'm excited about that. This is fucking delicious.
We're doing great, y'all. All right.
Fucking
well,
delicious.
you know the drill. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Engage.
Okay. Talk to us. Tell us what's going on.
Yes, I know we talk about some shit I got opinions on. Share your opinion.
Yeah, talk to us. Let's get it going. But we love y'all. Thanks again for coming back and back and back.
It's giving maple wood.
And tell people about us. We'll see y'all later.
Share. Do things.
Yeah.
Don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish. Bye, bye, bye.